Okay, welcome back to MV Gallivant. So I've had an alternator project on the go here for a little bit, and I found an old video. Gives me some opportunity to kind of practice with the editing software as well as get a little more content out on the channel. So the backstory is the alternator has a tremendous amount of heat buildup. It's 140 amp, 24 volt alternator. And when the water maker's running and I need to charge the batteries and the galley is running and the washer dryer is running, yeah, ridiculous, I know. But we tend to pull quite a bit of heat. Even with we're just doing battery charging alone, it's producing 100 amps and it's creeping up over 100 degrees C. So got a little experimental project on the go here, and we'll see how she goes.
When my water maker's running and my batteries need charging, my alternator, despite the fact that it's a heavy duty style, and there's the voltage regulator under there that controls it, so when it gets too hot, it actually reduces its output to about 25% of its total capacity. But I've always had a little bit too much heat. So I'm doing this as a test. So I've got a fan there blowing on the alternator inlet and picking up ducting from the engine room vent. So this is temporary, no shade.
Okay, so obviously I'm not the first guy to come up with this because a little bit of a cruise around the internet. You can see that somebody's put a bit of ducting on a little Volvo in a sailboat, and then you got um, some ducting on a Perkins. Looking at the ducting on the Perkins, it's on the wrong end, but we're not going to be too judgmental here. Um, the idea's been around for a while. BMW um, did it for quite a while and have it on their vehicles. And Balmar themselves have got a adapter for their 98 series alternators. Now I have a 95 or 94 series alternator. It's not going to fit. But I might scrounge up somebody with a 3D printer and maybe make something like this. I'm also thinking that I'm going to put in line with the vent a water core. I'm going to make a ductwork across the ceiling, aluminum and low profile, so you're not going to bang your head on it, and then drop down. And then on the riser dropping down, I'm going to put a air to water heat exchanger in there. Our sea temperatures up here are maximum 22 degrees centigrade and as close to down to freezing. So I can at least get a fairly high thermal crossover, a fairly high delta across there, and maybe we can get some additional cooling. So it might be worth tinkering around, and I'll definitely do some videos when I get that done. But if you think about it, air as a thermal medium really sucks, and it would be nice to directly cool the case of the alternator with water. Now they're too bumpy and lumpy to wrap a core around, anything like that. So I'll try iteration number one. If as long as it doesn't cost me too terribly much to mess around with it, I can make the core. I've got a bit of a shop. The one that's in the picture is aluminum. That's not going to work with seawater. So we'll see what kind of trouble I can get into. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate you hanging around with me, and we'll see you on the next one.